Got your halter. Goes on like that. Most have this little snaffle right here that you just take and pop on the ring. They're also, normally the best ones are adjustable right here and right here for your horse, and they come in normally small, medium, and large, depending on your horse's size. You got your bits and bridles. This is the beginner's one that I make newbies use. It's considered to be a snaffle. It has a pretty easy going bit. It's for beginners. Then you have your rings, and then this is the actual bridle part right here. And then this is mine. It's more advanced. You have to be more careful with it. This part right here is the bit. It makes the horse respond faster to turning. That's why I'm the only one that's allowed to use it. It can be dangerous if you don't use it properly. And of course, this is reins. And you have your generalized lead ropes, come in different colors. This is your fasten part right here. Then of course you got your saddles. We have two authentics that we don't normally use just because they're kind of loud and stiff. This is mine. It's a synthetic. I like it the most. It's light, it's easy on the horse, and it's easy to use, and it's quiet. But I have my stirrups strung up here. But yeah, these are your stirrups. This is what you put your feet in. And then one popular thing about Western riding is the horn piece up here, because not only is it good to fasten stuff to and everything, but it's also good if you're a beginner rider or you get unseated from the saddle and you need something to hold on to. It's very good to keep you on. And this, saddle pad. Then you got the seat back here. This is the basic brush we use that you start with. I call it a curry comb. I think that's what it's actually called. But this is the kind, you slip it on your hand here and you move it in circles. Like so. It removes any dust, dandruff, or dirt buildup that you have, like if your horse rolls in the mud and it gets dried. You do not use it below the knees because, there's too many bones down there and everything. But yeah, it's mostly for the neck and the flanks and the side and everything. You can see it gets pretty dirty. After that, you use what I call a flick brush because you do flick motions. You do typically long strides with this. I definitely recommend, if you'd ever to get one, using plastic. I have gotten some that are actually bristles from hay or whatever, and they fall apart pretty fast. But I've had this one for about a year now, over a year, and it's in perfect condition, so it doesn't fall apart easy. But yeah, you can use this one over the whole horse, just in sweeping motions. After that, I like to use this really soft flick brush. It's got very soft, thick bristles, and that just gets the top coat of dust off, and it makes the hair very shiny and slick. Just brushes the top coat off of dust. It's very peaceful, relaxing to use for me and the horse, honestly. But yeah, you use this the same way, just in sweeping motions that are long, and you can use it anywhere on the horse. Then we have this. This is a springtime brush for when the horse starts losing its hair. It's got those teeth on the ends that grasps the coats of hair that's falling off. You absolutely do not use this brush after the horse loses all of its hair. It can be damaging to their skin, but it's good to use when they're shedding their hair to get it all off. Of course, you have the comb for mostly mane. You can use it on tail too, but I prefer to start with a brush before using a comb just because tails can be long and hard and tangled. But you always have to start at the bottom with horse hair and work your way up because It can be pretty tangled. If you start at the top, you're going to pull a lot of hair out. But this side gets used the most, for sure. And then you have the horse pick. This is actually the first horse pick I've ever bought. Shows you how well it's held up. Got a little rust starting on the metal, but not too much. But yeah, use this to pick it out. You can use this to scrape it if it needs any. And then this brushes it out if you need it. I mostly just use this end though. Yeah, it's horse staple. Absolutely have to have one of these. Hey.